Okay, the microphones are on. Let's see here. So you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Everyone here in Great North can hear me? Great. And eventually someone, if you're in somewhere else, tell us if you can hear us. Let's turn the camera on. Hey, how's it going, everybody? So.
Hi, everybody. Oh, hey, guess what? I can hear it.
Oh, good. That's how it works. Okay, cool. So hello to Two Share, Rockingham, From the Barrel, Long Blue Cat, and Great North here. I'm Mike. This is Matt.
Hi.
And together we are Dolph Hoyt Presents. And thank you for another Battle of the Breweries.
Battle of the Breweries.
Yes.
Back once again. It's been I don't know if I put a Facebook post out this morning, and a few of my friends in Vegas were talking about the smart money and the odds and stuff.
Yeah.
This is now like kind of like a
hotly contested.
Yes, this is like UFC now.
Yeah, this is pretty much like we have other states who are betting on New Hampshire for who's going to win to compete at the Dolph Hoyt Nationals, I guess.
Imagine if they let us have a Nationals.
I'm sure they would. For X amount of money, you can do that. So. Anyways, that's what we got here. So
yeah, we're so this is the May Battle of the Breweries, which we're calling the Battle de Mayo, Battle de Mayo, because it's the only it's what I can say in Spanish.
Yeah, there you
go. But yeah, no, we're excited to have everybody again. 5 breweries competing tonight. So as you sign up, when you go in to sign up, you're going to be asked for your name and your email. And then you're going to be asked to pick a brewery to play for. So we're going to ask you to pick one of the 5.
So let's go to the rules.
Let's go to the rules.
All right. So if you have not joined already, go ahead and pick on your phone or laptop or whatever you have that has a browser in it.
The browser is the important part. Browser and internet access.
Yes. You're going to want to go to crowd.live and you're going to enter in the code DHPB33R. Again, that's DHP as in
Dolph Hoyt Presents.
That's much better than I was coming up with. And B33R
or beer.
Yeah, if you're super leaked.
Yeah. No, that's a very secure password.
It is. Yep. It is. No one would argue with that except for security professionals. So should we go ahead and dive right in?
Yeah, we can do that. So again, we're going to go to crowd.live and you're going to want to enter the code DHPB33R. Again, when you log in, you're going to be asked for your name, for your email address, and to join one of the 5 teams tonight: Great North, Rockingham, From the Barrel, Long Blue Cat, and Two Share.
Yep. And okay.
So you got the deck up?
Yep.
All right. So as Mike began from the beginning, my name is Matt. He is Mike. We are Dolph Hoyt Presents. We're pumped to have everybody here for May's installment of Battle of the Breweries. Mike and I are located here. We're broadcasting live from the Dolph Hoyt Corner at the inside Great North Ale Works.
Yes, we have a sign here. It's
right to your other side.
It's actually written in pen on one of the things, but yep. So.
We're pumped to have 5 breweries with us tonight. People, we've got it live at each of the 5. We've got people playing from home as well. What we like to call a hybrid game.
Yes, and Matt, last week, 2 weeks ago, I was out and about to all the breweries and checking in, and everyone is super amped and ready to go.
Okay.
From the Barrel is very much ready to rip some heads.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. It depends on how many mops I guess they have. But
well, I guess I should rip as long as it's not my head that's ripped.
I think you should be safe because you're here.
Okay, fair enough.
Moving on.
Yep. So move on. So again, thanks again to the 5 breweries participating tonight. So we've got From the Barrel, Two Share, Great North, Long Blue Cat, and Rockingham. And again, when you join, you'll be asked to jump into one of those teams and play as part of them. We'll go through how the scoring will work for each of those, but we'll go from there. Again, Long Blue Cat. So we'll go through the 5 here real quick. Long Blue Cat. They're located in Londonderry, New Hampshire, at 298 Rockingham Road. They're open Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 8, Friday 4 to 9. Saturday 12 to 9, and Sunday 12 to 5.
Good.
Do you want to take the next one?
Yeah. So up next is Great North. They are here in Manchester at 1050 Holt Ave, number 14. You'll recognize it for being directly across the street from the Union Leader.
And next to the bingo parlor.
Next to the bingo parlor, where you cannot find a parking spot at very certain times of day. They're open on Thursdays and Fridays from 3 to 7, Saturdays 1 to 7, and Sunday 1 to 5. After that, we have Rockingham.
We have Rockingham. So again, they're located 1 Corporate Park Drive, Unit Number 1 in Derry, New Hampshire. The Unit Number 1 is very important. But they're located, so they're open Wednesday through Friday from 4 to 8 p.m., Saturday 2 to 8 p.m., and on Sunday from 2 to 6.
Okay. Up next is Two Share. They are located at 720 Union Street, and as my good friend Dave Lemire would love to say, where's Union Street? They're also here in Manchester. Their tap room is open on Thursdays and Fridays from 4 to 8, Saturday from 1 to 8, and Sunday from 1 to 6. And finally,
and I'm a little jealous of you because that is with walking distance to your house.
It is. Yeah, it is an uphill stumble.
All right, and again, our final group here tonight from the barrel. Again, why it was important to remember where Rockingham, which unit Rockingham was located in, because also at One Corporate Park Drive in Darien, New Hampshire, is From the Barrel. They are at unit number 16, so they're at opposite ends. Yes. Of the facility.
Yes. So if you go to One Corporate Park Drive, and you just remember to go to one side or the other, you're going to find some beer, and then just go to the other on your way home.
You could double dip that chip.
Yep.
So From the Barrel is open Thursdays and Fridays from 4 to 8 p.m., Saturdays from 2 to 8 p.m., and on Sundays from 1 to 6.
Yes. All right. So hey, let's talk about some rules and how to play.
I'm down with that.
Okay.
All right, so again, we've already talked a little bit about this, but you want to go to crowd.live. You're going to want to enter the code DHPB33R to play. It's going to ask for your name, for your email, and it's going to ask for you to join one of the 5 teams from tonight.
Yep. And
if you're at one of the breweries, one of the 5 breweries, please pick that one.
You should probably pick that one.
If you're at home, though, feel free.
And if you're tape and you're playing again, hey, if you want to join Great North again, that's great. Or you could join the one you meant to join, and that's cool too. So.
All right, so the way the game is going to work is that we're going to have, as usual, we're going to have 20 questions in tonight's game. You're going to have 30 seconds to answer each question, and there's a possible 150 points for correct answers. Now, the way it's going to work, though, is once the questions start, I'll read it first because we have a bit of a delay. We're using our friends at YouTube, so there's a bit of a delay broadcasting out and live into the world. So I'll read the question first, and then I will hit start on the clock. But once I hit start on the timer, the 30 seconds is going to count backwards, and the possible points are going to count down to 0.
Yes.
So the longer it takes you to answer, the fewer points you're going to get.
Yes, and so for those of you who are not playing with us tonight at Great North, as Matt said, because of the delay, we usually see about maybe a 7 to 10 second delay, give or take.
It's pretty short
tonight. That's great.
We just jinxed it.
That means that you guys can hear our terrible jokes even quicker.
Yes.
But the important thing to do is to make sure you pay attention to your device because that will be the real-time gameplay.
Correct.
Whereas our unfunny humor will be a bit at a loss to you.
I think you mean your unfunny humor.
Well, it's going to be hilarious no matter what. Okay, so
again, there's no negative for wrong answers.
None.
So we strongly encourage that even if you don't know, that you go ahead and guess. The majority of tonight's questions are multiple choice.
Yep.
There are 1 or 2, I think, short answer. On those, you're either going to need to type in an alphanumeric or an alpha answer or a numeric answer, and then you will and spelling will count to a degree. Mike's pretty forgiving when it comes to answers. So
mostly.
But again, you just even if you don't know, take a guess. That's much easier on multiple choice. But on the short answer, you just want to throw something in.
Yep, and as a reminder, as Matt mentioned, there's a good number of multiple choice questions tonight. The way our game works, if you're playing on a mobile device, is that once Matt starts the timer, the answers will shift. And so you're going to probably want to answer A for something, and you're going to be just going ahead and just like slamming your finger on there trying to get
excited.
It. You're super excited. It's going to shift. You're going to answer B, and you're going to be so mad. You're going to want to throw a chair out the window. Don't.
Please don't.
But just remember, you need to go ahead and wait until the timer starts before you answer in order to make sure you get it right. Now that we've shared this with you, you cannot hold us accountable.
Nope. It's legal.
It's very legally binding. We've talked to a lawyer-ish. And if you have any questions about
this... Well, we talked to the lawyer, just not about this.
No. But any issues that come up tonight, go ahead and shoot us an email, will@stayworkplay.org.
Yep.
He answers all of our questions. He's very kind, even though some of those answers are not.
We're correct.
And we'll go from there. So, hey, if you want to talk to us on social, Matt, what should they do?
So what you want to do is on social, we've got multiple ways. On Facebook, it's at Dolph Hoyt Presents, at Great North Ale, at Rockingham Brewing, at Two Share Brewing, at From the Barrel Brewery, and at Long Blue Cat Brewing.
All very quick names.
Yes, very short, very quick. On Instagram, it's at Great North Ale, at Two Share Brewing, at Rockingham Brewing, at Drink FTB, and at long_blue_cat_brewing. And if you happen to be on LinkedIn.
Yes, one of the true fans out there, are all of our 7s of them. You can find Dolph Hoyt Presents on LinkedIn. We post 0 content.
We have not posted in 2021.
Nope, but our 7s of followers, they are really happy about being there. We have at least 2 of them in here tonight. So I'm sorry to you guys. We have a 5-year turnaround. So, all right.
All right. So for those playing around the world and who are listening to us, there is a trophy for tonight's competition.
There is.
I don't remember what it's called. The way you go.
It is the prestigious Jalisco Cup.
That's what it is. What it is.
A junior soccer trophy from Connecticut.
Yep.
From about 1997.
That's been turned into, that now has a keg in it.
Yep.
And has been painted gold.
So this trophy is very prestigious. Has been passed along from one person to a brewery. Is a long.
I do want to say, a single brewery has held on to the cup since the inception of the Battle of the Breweries.
This is true. This is true. And so the question is tonight, is that going to change?
So Vegas. When I was talking to my friends in Vegas this morning, they said the favorites are once again is Great North to maintain the cup, but the inside smart money. Yeah. Was beginning to was putting money on Rockingham.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
so that's a very bold.
But and then you're talking about from the barrel taking off heads or something, right? Well, chopping heads or whatever you said.
Murder does not necessarily lead to points. So I mean,
yeah, but it could lead to lesser competition.
It could. It could up the average. Yeah. So.
All right. Again, one last time before we get started here, you want to go to crowd.live. You want to enter the code DHPB33R. Again, you're going to be asked for your name, your email. And you're asked to join one of the 5 teams, which are each of the 5 breweries that are helping us out tonight. So,
okay, well, sounds good. Shall we get started?
I think we should get started.
Okay,
Mike.
So let's go ahead and put this up, and let's change this over here. That's not the way I want to go.
I'll wait for you. What are you doing, Mike?
I've lost the thing.
One of my favorite things is to watch Mike struggle with the technology because it drives him absolutely batty. I see it over here. Do you want me to hit play?
Oh, no, it's not that. It's like for the people in here that can't zoom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's wait for that then. Oh, are we having other technological issues?
I couldn't hear Mike outside, so I didn't know.
Oh, I think this microphone might be having... Oh, it's totally dead. That's why. Yeah.
Oh.
So I love that 0 people here have heard anything I've said. Yeah. It's very common, actually.
So Mike's microphone inside of Great North just died, and the best part about it is no one really said anything except for the people outside. Mike also has a bad habit when he does have a microphone that's working. He also won't talk directly into it, so he talks like it's very far away, and you actually don't hear him. So, all right, you good? You just can't talk for a little while.
Yeah, no, we're good. Okay. I'll just shout at people in here. So.
Okay.
All right. It doesn't matter then.
So we're going to get going. I'm going to hit play here. I'm going to hit start. All right, here we go. Question number 1. From what language is the word ombudsman derived? Is it Greek, Latin, Swedish, or Turkish? So ombudsman comes from which of these languages?
All right, well, our answers are starting to come through, Matt, and we have some early leads here on 1 or 2 of them. That's all I got. Right?
I honestly whenever what is it derived from, I always default to Latin. Me personally. Your mic's back.
Yeah, it's on. I'll hold it this way so you can tell me if it turns off.
You essentially just turned it off with your finger.
I'm sure that's how it was. Yeah.
But it's interesting. So I don't know that I would get this one right, but I would immediately start mashing Latin because derived from is always to me equal Latin.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, and a lot of people feel pretty strongly about that too, Matt. Yeah. But almost as many felt it was Swedish.
Which are known for their fish.
They are, and their chefs. So, right. So, but ends up it is Swedish.
It is Swedish, and I would have been one of the ones to get it wrong. Sweden was the first country to appoint an independent official known as an ombudsman to investigate complaints against the government officials and agencies.
Oh,
So they like sit outside of the government but are like oversight, sounds like.
I'm like picturing them literally sitting outside of a government office, just waiting for complaints.
Like looking in the window, yeah.
Yeah, like on a bench, reading a book.
That's perfect. That's good though. But we got 31% of the folks got that one right. So let's move on to question 2.
Okay.
Question 2. The first episode of Friends is titled The Pilot. The last episode is titled The Last One. Every episode title in between begins with which 2 words? Our options are the day, the night, the one, or the time. So we're looking for the day, the night, the one, or the time for which all but 2 of Friends episodes begin.
Well, we almost have an immediate.
By the way, this I don't know if
onslaught
she's
of
playing
answers.
tonight, but this is a Katie Smith question through and through.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, she's a big fan of Mad About You, so she probably knows this.
Yep.
So
I saw an unbelievable picture today. It was a picture of the Friends, the 6 friends, saying like they haven't changed at all, and instead of Ross, it was Jeffrey Epstein, and I couldn't help but like laugh out loud. It was unbelievable. But all right, so the last episode of Friends is titled The Pilot, the first episode is titled The Pilot, the last is titled The Last One. Every episode in between begins with which 2 words? The overwhelming answer here is C, with the one. That is in fact the correct answer. We have a lot of Friends fans here, or a lot of people who have been paying attention to Friends here of late.
most likely.
Yeah.
So, and if you haven't, the reunion is next week on the 27th. And you'll be excited. And for those who didn't know that Friends was a show, you have about a week to watch 10 seasons worth of episodes.
Which, Nick at Night. That's my favorite. That's why I put it on when I travel, because you always know at night when I get into my room to settle in, Friends will be on TV.
Oh, so they'll be there for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. See, Mike?
Yeah.
That's what people don't get about you. That was a hilarious comment.
It was hilarious.
Question 3. Long before it became popular in internet speak, what word coined by Richard Dawkins referred to the fundamental unit of culture? Our options are GIF, meme, DM, or tweet.
I am very impressed you actually pronounced these all correctly. So,
I don't understand why you'd even begin to question me about my pronunciation.
no reason, Monsieur. So
So A, GIF, B, meme, C, DM, or D, tweet are our options. Richard Dawkins coined this fundamental unit of culture, which I had no idea that's what this was, like a fundamental unit of culture. I didn't realize it was a thing you could do.
yeah, well, it is now. So
All right.
yeah, and you
Sounds
can
like it's been that way for a while.
Yep.
All right, so we've got about half of the folks think it's meme. GIF is right behind it. GIF, not GIF, for those at home.
Yep.
Very few people think it's a DM or a tweet.
That's good.
Those people are very smart.
That's good.
Those people smart. They're not thinking it. But the correct answer is B, meme. Correct answer. So it's been around for a while, apparently.
It is, yeah. And so this is very much a very possible chance that this is the people who answered DM. You may have, this might be the case of, yeah, it died. This might be the case of waiting for the timer to start. You never know. So
I don't think that's the case.
no.
I don't think that's the case. Do you somehow keep turning that on? Yeah. All right, moving on to question 4. In June 2019, Coca-Cola brought back the failed, quote-unquote, new Coke formula for a limited time as part of a tie-in with what TV show partially set in 1985? Our options are The Goldbergs, Glow, Mixed-ish, or Stranger Things. For those at home, Glow is a female wrestling show on Netflix.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
Yes, it is.
The Glorious
Ladies of Wrestling.
of Wrestling. Thank you.
Glorious or glamorous? I can't tell, but
Okay.
Either way.
I think it's glamorous. I think you're right. I think it's glamorous.
Gorgeous. Oh.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Now that was a
Says
question.
The peanut gallery. So even after the 1985 disaster, New Coke was later sold in foreign markets under the name Coke 2 until 2002.
Oh, that's much nicer.
It is Coke 2, yeah. All right, so again, our options are The Goldbergs, Glow, Mixed-ish, and Stranger Things. The group seems to think Stranger Things. Although the
lot.
Goldberg's a shocking second place.
Yeah, no, Goldberg's is right up there. I actually was really excited to see all these are shows from that time frame.
Yep.
So
Actually, I'm quite shocked that Glow got more than anybody else. I've mixed dish.
Yeah.
Apparently, not a lot of mixed dish fans. That's great because the correct answer was in fact D, Stranger Things, which I think is awesome.
Yep.
When 11 went to the mall and got all cool, got cool clothes.
Oh, yeah,
and,
she got like super hip and everything like that. Yeah, it was totally rad. So,
all right, so we got one more question before we'll check out some scores. So we'll move on to question 5. How many pairs of ribs does the average human have? Our options are 10, 12, 14, or 16. So again, how many pairs of ribs does the average human have?
Oh, I like the average human.
Did
That's
you?
what it says, yeah.
Did you know this?
I did.
Okay.
Because I got this wrong last time we played this.
Did we use this question before?
No, but I've seen this question before.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I was like, oh god. We give for somebody a freebie?
No, not
All
here.
right. So usually they give you like the platform, the Crowd Live platform gives you like cool little like tidbits.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Nothing cool about ribs.
Nothing
Apparently.
cool about ribs.
Yeah.
You know.
So I got nothing to share
Well,
with you.
there is, but
Yeah, not human ribs. All right, how many pairs of ribs does the average human have? 10, 12, 14, or 16? The correct answer was 12. 12 pairs of ribs. 12 times 2, 24. We have 24 ribs. Is that what I'm to know?
yep, something like that. And 66% of our audience knew that answer. So well done to you, rib aficionados.
Rib aficionados.
That sounds
all
weird
right.
when you say it like that.
It really does.
So,
All right, let's move on to some scores, Michael.
okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the individuals. How are we doing? That is the wrong. Yeah, that's
The
right.
effing team, who happens to be in here with us tonight.
Oh,
Oh boy, we got Barger in 2, floor hockey dropouts in
they're
3.
back.
That's right. Now this is where I have to go through Smokey's Kangaroos. That's a great name.
I bet you. I know who that could be.
How about Millinocket Shuffle?
No, I don't know who that would
You
be.
don't know that? So this is me. Big pun. It's a great hip hop reference. So I was going through looking. I was going through looking for what my family who's playing at home. My daughter's boyfriend's in town, and they're playing. They were gonna come up with a creative name.
Did they?
Yeah, 3 Yankees and a carpetbagger.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. I love it. We gotta check it out. Where we at? Lil Sebastian. Come on, Parks and Rec, everybody.
microbiology, damn it. Yeah, I bet you. They're looking forward to some Harry Potter questions.
I think I need to call out the pass wipes.
I don't know what that is.
They're a team. They're the team that has not yet gotten one correct.
Oh, good. Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations on a perfect game so far.
The pass wipes have a perfect score going. We have 2 teams, the effing team and Barger, who have 5 out of 5 thus far.
Well done. Well
There it
done.
is.
And they are within a question's worth of correctness as well.
Ooh.
So look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that.
All right, so let's check out the team scores.
Okay, let's take a look at that. How are our teams doing? Well, so far, Great North is still in the lead, but Two Share is right behind them.
Right behind them. This is a really interesting one. So we're going to talk about how the scoring works. So the way it works is it takes all of the scores and it averages them together and throws it in. So it talks about so Great North has actually gotten 3.4 correct, whereas Two Share has gotten 3.5 correct. So how does that work? It means that the Great North people are answering quicker, but even though they're slightly less accurate.
Yep.
So
And also looking at our head counts here, it's looking like From the Barrel here is showing in force tonight. So
okay.
So From the Barrel.
So maybe the crew in Vegas knew they sent people out here on buses or something to play for From the Barrel. I have no idea.
Could have been.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Great North in 1, Two Share in 2. Long Blue Cat in 3, From the Barrel in 4, and Rockingham in 5.
All right. Well, there's still plenty of game left, so
Yeah.
a lot of things can change really quick.
Awesome.
As our questions get worse.
As the questions get worse. So let's move on then. I'll move on to question 6. You need to go back to the game?
I don't know. Okay.
Yes. You ready?
Yep.
Question 6. Indiana is one of 4 U.S. states that begin with the letter I. Which of the Great Lakes does it share a small part of its border with? Our options are Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Huron, or Lake Erie.
This just feels like a question I would have written. It's just like, hey, here's an alphabet question. Just kidding, it's water.
Yeah, here's something. Here, I want to know. So I'm looking
as
at
a Harry Potter question.
as a Harry Potter question.
Yeah.
I want to ask why, with every question that we broadcast, there's a picture of the Beatles album cover in the upper left corner.
Well, Matt, that's what we call a missed thing that I forgot to take out.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay,
yeah.
I was very confused because I was like, I don't understand what's happening.
Or is everything related to it tonight? I'm not sure.
Oh,
so
okay.
Going to guess that is a feature they changed that I didn't catch until right now.
Right now.
So.
All right, so Indiana is one of 4 U.S. states that begin with the letter I, which of course now has nothing to do with the question.
0 things to do with it.
Which of the Great Lakes does it share a small part of its border with? Our options are Michigan, Superior, Huron, or Erie. Answers were all over the board. Primarily, folks went with Michigan. Mike, as a former Indiana resident, do you know the answer to this one?
I do, but not because I had to live there. But like as being from Chicago, I know the answer is Lake Michigan. Indiana is a weird state that I really don't recommend.
Well, I love that you say from Chicago, which actually is not Indiana.
Not at
just
all.
For those people keeping track of it.
But like Chicagoland though is like about 800 miles in any direction.
Okay,
So.
perfect. All right, moving on to question 7. In pottery, what is the term for the liquefied suspension of clay particles in water, a thin mixture about the consistency of heavy cream? Our options are slag, smalt, slip, or grog. Now I know this. I have a very good friend who's a potter. I know this because
Okay.
I have in fact used it when you're throwing on a wheel.
Okay. Oh, you've thrown on a wheel?
Very poorly.
Okay.
Yep. Very poorly. I'm a good ashtray maker.
Great.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Well,
me and Seth Rogen.
Smokers of the world. Thank you.
Have you seen the movie Ghost?
I have seen the movie Ghost. I'm not that good. So again, our options are slag, smalt, slip, or grog. And it feels like we have a group of folks seem to know what they're talking about, and a bunch of folks who seem to be guessing.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right when it comes to
pottery questions.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
when I think about the consistency of heavy cream, I don't know where to begin.
Okay,
So,
well, you don't think slip, but slip is in fact the correct answer. So it is C, slip.
all right. Well, for all those, we clearly have a large fan base of potters.
Potters.
Oh, this is the Potter question.
We have this
yeah.
is the Potter question, and we
Yeah.
can't be held accountable.
Yeah.
All right, question 8.
Will at stayworkplay.org.
When automotive brand was started in 1902 by Henry Leland, a business partner of what automotive brand was started in 1902 by Henry Leland, a business partner of Henry Ford, and was named after the original founder of Detroit? So the original founder of Detroit. Our options are Chevrolet, Cadillac, Pontiac, or Buick. So what automotive brand was started in 1902 by Henry Leland, a business partner of Henry Ford, and was named after the original founder of Detroit?
Yeah. So unrelated to this at all.
Okay.
My grandma had a 1987 Buick.
Okay.
And this thing was like a giant, just like a tank.
Well, I love
like
it.
a tank that meets a boat.
My first car was a 1987 Pontiac, also on the list.
Mine was an '84 Chevy. So.
Oh man.
But
whose first car was a Cadillac? We need to add them to the list.
I don't know. But like the Buick though, like you'd honk the horn, and it sounded like a freight train coming at you, and it was just it was impressive, and more cars need that.
Okay.
That's literally all I got. So. All right. So
did you know that Henry Leland was also a former apprentice of gunmaker Samuel Colt?
I do now.
That is
All
pretty
right,
cool.
Like when you make cars.
All right, so our options were Chevrolet, Cadillac, Pontiac, or Buick. I could say this is a pretty even distribution of guesses.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Our guesses.
Yeah, I mean,
With no
there-
overwhelming answer, it's a guess.
No, I mean, there's a few people who are big fans of like 1902 automobiles that probably know this.
So,
Jeff probably knows.
Mike,
this,
if you were
but,
gonna answer this, where would you go?
I probably would have gone Pontiac because that just seems like the outlier, but I know that that's not true.
Okay.
So
Well, the correct answer is B, Cadillac. Cadillac. So it was Anton de la Mothe Cadillac.
there it is.
I don't know. I butchered that. Mothe.
Anthony De La Monte,
Cadillac.
Cadillac.
Yeah, there it is. All right. Good. Moving on to question 9. Quickly. In New York City, what presidential surname graces an avenue, a square, a park, and an arena, even though this president was born in Virginia? Our options are Washington, Jefferson, Monroe, or Madison.
What's
So
up?
again, we're looking the surname that graces an avenue, a square, a park, and an arena in New York City. What are you thinking, Mike?
Well, I mean, I see the answer, so,
Oh, okay.
so I know
All
what
right,
it is.
all
But
right,
no,
fair
it's a fun worded question. So
You're right, because it's a
Yeah.
little. There's a couple of twists and turns in there that could keep you honest.
yeah, although it seems that our audience is very one sided on this one.
Yeah, but I think my immediate response, like if I was like button mashing,
Yeah.
immediately Washington,
Okay.
right?
Makes sense.
Immediately,
Yeah,
and then I'm
there's-
like,
there's a Washington for everything.
I'm like,
so.
oh, fudge ripple ice cream and arena,
Yep.
which I don't know of a Washington arena in New York City.
I don't know of one period.
But I know of a Madison Square Garden that
Okay.
happens to be in New York.
Yeah.
And the correct answer for this one is, in fact, Madison.
It
So
is.
there's a Madison Avenue, there's a Madison Square, there's a Madison Park, and there is, in fact, a Madison Arena.
Yes, and it seems like I said, a overwhelming majority knew that this was in fact true.
I feel a little
So-
bad for Jefferson and Monroe.
Do you though?
No.
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 All right. Moving on. Last question before halftime. Question 10. Going from the sun to Pluto, which planet follows Saturn? Our options are Uranus, Jupiter, Neptune, or Mars.
Got a lot
So
of
again, going from the sun to Pluto, which planet follows Saturn?
got a lot of people singing a song from third grade right now, trying
Yep.
to remember what's the order.
And what was it? Was it last month that we had a third rock from the sun question?
I think
Or
we did.
was that at our fundraiser? It was a
either-
fundraiser.
I think it was the fundraiser. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of planetary questions. All right, so here we go. All right, so going from the sun to Pluto, which planet follows Saturn? So the song you were Mike was referencing was Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto.
It's more of a spoken word there than it is
Well, that's
a song,
fine.
but
So the correct answer, which an overwhelming 75% of people got, which they must know your song that you're
Yes.
referring to, I do not, was in fact A, Uranus is the correct answer.
yeah. And I'm also curious how many people after they saw the question immediately went,
Yeah. I had to stop and collect myself before I moved on to Jupiter, just for the
good,
yeah,
good,
correct.
good.
All right, so that's it. That's halfway through. This is what they refer to as halftime in sports ball. So what we want to do is we want to check out some scores.
All right, let's check out some scores. So starting with the players. Oh, that effing team has dropped the ball.
So Jeff has jumped ahead, just ahead, if we're keeping track.
Yeah,
The
they-
effing team is now in second. The floor hockey dropouts maintaining a third place setup. Barger has dropped to a
Very
point
much.
where I have to like scroll.
Oh, there he is. Way at the bottom.
Scroll. Wow, 2
Way
to
down.
28. I have never in all of my days doing trivia seen a plummet quite like that. I'm looking. Wow, 3 Yankees and a carpetbagger moved up to 6th.
There it is.
I want to point out this. The carpetbagger might be the difference maker.
Oh, yeah,
I just want
might.
to point that out.
Yeah.
Let's go down here. Oh,
Greg's bitch is in 8th place.
congrats!
Good
I
job
want to
to
point
Greg.
out. Because I called him out in a negative fashion after the first round. The pass wipes got 4 out of 5 in the second quarter.
well done.
To move up to 43rd place. So congratulations to the pass wipes.
Congrats on.
I mean, it's
on
legit.
that.
That's
Yeah.
a legit. The
Va is for beer lovers.
Stefolk, they have 7 out of 10. They're just taking their time answering
Yeah,
correctly.
that's all you need to do. Just take your time.
Yep.
All right, so take a look at our teams. How
We
they're doing.
should. We should.
All right, here we go. And our teams.
Ooh.
Oh, from the barrel is coming up from behind.
It's yeah. So Great North in first was 6.1. From the barrel in second was 6.2. So again, more correct, just a little longer to answer. Two share, still pretty strong.
Yep, very strong.
6.
It's actually pretty close across the board.
Yeah, it's
I'll be
it's
honest.
quite close. It's quite close. So we have about 170 points separating all 5 teams. We got 10 questions left.
Super doable.
I think they say that's anyone's ball game.
I think they do.
Okay.
I think they do. Or, in trivia terms, anyone's ball game.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Real quick before we jump in, again, I just want to go back. Real quick and I talk about. So we've got thanks to Long Blue Cat for helping us out tonight. Again, they're open Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 8 p.m. Friday from 4 to 9, Saturday 12 to 9, and Sunday from 12 to 5. Great North Thursday and Friday 3 to 7, Saturday 1 to 7, and Sunday 1 to 5. Rockingham Wednesday through Friday, so that's 3 days if you're counting at home, from 4 to 8 p.m. Saturday 2 to 8 and Sunday 2 to 6. Two share Thursday and Friday 4 to 8, Saturday 1 to 8, and Sunday 1 to 6. And from the barrel Thursday and Friday from 4 to 8, Saturday 2 to 8, and Sunday from 1 to 6 p.m. Again, thank you for all 5 breweries for stepping up and being a part of tonight's festivities. All right,
Okay.
now
So we get into the second half.
yeah, let's get into the second
Okay,
half.
let's go ahead and turn that off. Back over to this. You want me to advance the question?
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Good,
Okay.
good.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah, all right. What word for utter chaos was coined by John Milton from the capital of Hell in Paradise Lost? Our options are bedlam, turmoil, shambles, or pandemonium.
And just to clarify, because it's a one-word difference that actually makes a slight
Oh,
difference.
sorry.
It was for the capital of hell,
Oh,
not
sorry.
from the capital.
For the capital of
Now,
Hell.
he was not live via satellite or anything. It was just, this is a very important distinction.
It is. So what word for utter chaos was coined by John Milton for the capital of hell in Paradise Lost? Our options are bedlam, turmoil, shambles, or pandemonium. We got we got 2 front runners,
We did.
essentially, is what we're down to. So we're down to bedlam or pandemonium. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'd have been shambles leaning if you're asking
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I would have gone.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yep.
But
The word comes from the Greek for all the demons and is also the name for a group of parrots, which is why we have the
that makes more sense
Yeah,
now,
why
yeah.
we have the parrot on there.
Yeah.
But the correct answer is D, pandemonium. So a group of parrots is called a pandemonium?
I guess so.
That is
Which,
unbelievable.
and I'm just now realizing that, that emoji makes a lot more sense now. So.
Yeah, it also is like making me a little dizzy, if I'm being honest. All right, moving on to question 12. 8 years in the making, which artist's 2020 release, Fetch the Bolt Cutters, won the Grammy Award for Best Alternative Music Album? Our options are Fiona Apple, Bjork, Tom York, or Beck. Mike and I, and if you're a Dolph Hoyt loyalist, Mike and I in a previous
About like a year and a half
yeah,
ago.
in a previous trivia, had a long conversation about this artist.
Yes, and it was very
Actually,
surprising.
about this album.
Yes, yeah, because it came out of nowhere. Did not expect it,
Right.
and it ended up being incredibly good. And neither of us realized until we saw this question that it had won awards.
Correct.
So,
Yep. So again, Fiona Apple, Bjork, Tom York, or Beck are our options. Pretty distributed answers, if I'm being honest.
yeah, not understandable.
But the correct answer is actually the one with the majority vote. It's A, Fiona Apple.
Yep. Yeah. Fetch the bolt cutters. If you're not at home tonight, pop that in on your way home. It's surprisingly really good. Not surprisingly, because it won awards.
Yep.
But,
Yep. What's really interesting is Fiona Apple had been nominated twice before for Album of the Year, 1999 and 2012. 99 I get. 2012 one I didn't even know happened. So yeah. All right. So yeah, Fiona Apple. I think, and Mike and I both listened.
yeah, it was really good.
It's really good. Yeah. So go check it out.
I would say we should win awards.
Lucky question number 13. In the name of the education program DARE, which helps prevent criminal behavior, what does the R stand for? Is it reform, resolution, resistance, or rehabilitation. Which I didn't think it was to prevent criminal behavior. I thought it was like dare to keep kids off drugs. I thought it was all drug based. I didn't realize it was like a fuller.
Well, I think eventually they realized they needed to pivot.
Okay.
And so they decided to like try to make it a bit more inclusive.
Okay.
So then that way it could be more successful.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough. All right. So in the name of the education program DARE, which helps prevent criminal behavior, what does the R stand for? Is it reform, resolution, resistance, or rehabilitation? Well, let's go through what DARE actually means in its entirety.
Okay.
So it's drug,
Yep.
abuse,
Okay.
resistance,
Oh.
education.
Oh, interesting.
So it is C, resistance.
Man,
I know.
if I only knew this like 30 years ago.
I know. Nancy Reagan didn't get through to you? Well, most people knew.
It did to 44 people. 44 others.
Yes, 76%
So
of the
good
audience.
job to
Yeah.
you, citizens.
Citizens of the world.
You've done well, America. But
Now,
yes.
was McGriff the crime dog part of DARE, or was that something separate?
McGruff? He was helping with taking a bite out of crime.
Right, but was that DARE?
No,
Okay,
nothing to do with
something
that.
different.
And then there was Woodsy the Owl and Smokey the Bear to help with forest fires, and Kool-Aid Man for construction fallacies.
Oh yeah. All right, that was him going through the wall.
Yeah.
Question 14. In British peerage, what unofficial title is given to the unmarried daughter of a duke, marquis, or earl? Our options are countess, dame, lady, or princess. I feel like this is like straight out of Bridgerton. Like if people who watch Bridgerton would know this.
I would hope so. And
Or Downton Abbey.
I'm just going to assume that it's Bridgerton.
Okay.
Well, we know that a good majority of our audience tonight watches Bridgerton
Or Downton Abbey.
or Downton Abbey.
I feel like that's the other one where you would get this information, right?
Yes.
All right,
or
so
they could also watch a lot of Good Morning America when they're covering the British
sure.
the British family.
Yep. So in British peerage, what unofficial title is given to the unmarried daughter of a duke, a marquis, or an earl? The correct answer, which 63% of people knew, was C, lady. Lady.
Yep.
So princess apparently not.
Nope.
Have to be king or queen. All right. So yeah, lady.
Yep.
Now we know. This is the name of my first dog.
Oh,
Lady. Yep.
was it an unmarried daughter to a duke, marquis, or earl?
I don't know.
Well,
we one
okay.
day I came home from the babysitter and so did she.
And so did we have a
Yeah,
dog.
yeah,
Okay.
that's how that worked. All right, question 15. Which of the following is not a quantity of points that can be earned from a single scoring play in American football? Our options are 1, 2, 3, or 7. Mike, do you know this one?
I do now, but I did not before
Okay.
this. So
All right. Because I know this audience usually loves some sports ball.
they do.
They love some sports ball.
But so far, based on the numbers, it's coming in pretty strong though for people elsewhere knowing the answers.
Okay. All right. Good. Well, I mean that's something.
Yeah.
That's something. I think there's a tricky one in here, that would
Yeah.
like trip people up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So again, which of the following is not a quantity of points that can be earned from a single scoring play in American football? So a 1 point is what you get for an extra point.
Okay.
Right.
Go on.
2 points is what you get for a safety.
Yep.
3 points is what you get for a field goal.
Okay. And a
And
basket.
7 points is what you get for nothing, because 7 points is a touchdown, which is 6, plus the extra point for 7. So that is D, the correct answer. 7 points is not what you can get from a single scoring play.
Yep. But a good number of people did know that, 67%. So good job to.
But the tricky one in there is 1 point. Like that, like 1 point, people were like, oh, you can't score 1 point, but you can from an extra point.
I see.
All right, so
Well,
that's how they get you. That's how they get you.
those extra points.
Those extra points. All right, that's the end of. Speaking of sports ball, that's the end of the third quarter.
Hey, okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's.
See that? You know what that is? Synergy.
Oh man, it's so smooth, so smooth. It's like it was planned for a month.
Almost like it was planned for a month. Moving on to
Let's
scores.
take a look at scores.
Yeah.
Oh, effing team is back in the lead.
Oh. But Jeff's answered more
Jeff's
correct.
More correctly.
Yep. It's a tight game. Look at all these.
Yeah.
Look at all these scores.
Yep. Yankees in a carpetbagger, moving on up. They're in 6th place right now. Barger's is starting to redeem himself up to 16. Greg's bitches
again.
is dropped down to 15.
Okay.
Vaz for beer lovers is 23. I'm sure that's
Or
how
is
it's
it
pronounced.
Virginia? Is it Virginia?
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Because it's for lovers, but also apparently for beer lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Millinocket Shuffle. I'm telling you, that's one I can't look away from that team name. That's a good one. The bar staff playing tonight.
Yeah, Dan the Man there in 50. That reminds me, Dan Bryan, he's getting married next week. Those of you at home,
DJ Danny B.
DJ Danny B. For those of you who know Dan Bryan or don't know Dan Bryan, Dan's getting married next week.
The only thing you need to know about Dan Bryan, if you're only going to know one thing, the greatest trivia DJ ever.
Yes.
Ever.
He puts on his hat.
He takes his craft
DJs,
seriously.
yes. But he's getting married next week. Tonight's his bachelor party. If you want to go and celebrate, he's over at Cheddar and Rye.
Oh.
So head on over there and be like, Dan.
All right, last name I want to call out here is our team in 10th place. The name is Farts.
Oh, farts. Okay.
I know. Oh, farts. I mean, that's like,
farts. Yep.
farts.
Right.
Like, I get it. It's pretty good.
All right, let's go take a look at how our teams are doing. Has it changed? Has it changed?
Boy.
Oh man! Oh, this is an upset. Those of you who are not here just missed a lot of whoa. Whereas probably everyone else probably did that too, except for From the Barrel, who's probably throwing chairs.
I got a little happy. They got the same dance going that the football player had on the last question.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, Pat's over there.
From the Barrel has jumped up to take the lead. 9.7 correct, 1,219 points. Great North, 9 correct, 1,168. Two share at 1092. Rockingham at 996, which is a very good model of Porsche, for the record. And then Long Blue Cat at 900. Still, with 5 questions left, there's a lot of movement that can still be done here.
You know, anything can happen, or this will stay exactly like this. We'll see.
Lisa looks angry over there. I just want to point it out.
Oh, Lisa is swearing up a storm, but they're Canadian swears. It's like, oh gosh darn.
She just shot like mind bullets at the bar staff, and she's like, "Let's go, get serious."
Yeah, I think she also. Oh, what was that? Oh, those guys over there at From the Barrel are so nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, Canadian swears so vicious.
So vicious. All right, moving on. Question 16. You good to switch over?
Totally good.
All right, here we go. Which of these is the world's largest inland body of water? Is it the Caspian Sea, Lake Huron, Lake Michigan, or Lake Victoria? So which of these is the world's largest inland body of water?
Well, I'm trying to think of where Lake Victoria is.
I'm gonna guess Canada.
Okay, that's a choice. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a place. Oh, that's an idea. Australia. Well,
potentially Australia.
Yeah. Interesting.
So Caspian Sea, Lake
Caspian-
Huron, Lake Michigan, or Lake Victoria?
I'm assuming Caspian Sea is in Narnia.
It is in Narnia.
Yep.
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 That's right.
That's all I got.
Are you guys all you got? All right, is that good? Because we're out of time. So, which of these is the world's largest inland body of water? Pretty distributed. People either think it's the Caspian Sea or they think it's Lake Victoria.
Yep.
And one of them is correct.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yep. So that's me breaking it down. It could be
Okay.
it could be 50-50.
Yeah, well, it is 50-50.
Yeah.
It's one of the two. That's how math works.
But the interesting part is the question notes, which gives you little tidbits, tells me the little tidbit is about the Caspian Sea.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess the Caspian Sea is the correct answer.
Well, that's fantastic, because you know what?
What?
It is
It
the correct
is,
answer.
all
Oh
right.
man, it's like it was planned.
Yep, that's right. So let's see. It lies between Europe and Asia, east of the Caucasus, west of the broad streep of Central Asia, south of the fertile plains of southern Russia in Eastern Europe, and north of the mountainous Iranian Plateau
That is
in Western Asia.
that is very specific.
If anybody's looking to go to the Caspian Sea, that's where you want to head.
Yeah.
We should move on.
Yes.
All right, question 17. What astrological sign is this half goat, half fish creature associated with?
Speaking of Harry Potter.
Yeah. Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus, or Capricorn?
This is a.
Are you really trying to shove this into the Harry Potter category?
No, I think this was the Harry Potter question.
Oh, okay. What astrological sign is this half goat, half fish creature associated with? That was it was a horse and a fish, I think.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, well, it
okay.
wasn't a
Yeah,
goat.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Because
Yep.
it was was a horsefish.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, it made, yeah.
So again, I'm a Taurus, and I'm like, okay, I don't think it's mine.
No.
That's-
Yours is a car.
So correct.
Yeah.
A very reliable Ford.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the correct answer. What do we have? People seem to be very in on this one.
Yeah,
People seem to
somebody
be very
seemed
in on
people are
it being
very,
Capricorn.
Very into astrological horsefish
Yep.
signs.
So though the name translates to horned goat, the constellation of Capricorn is traditionally represented by a sea goat, which is what we see here. So the correct answer is Capricorn, sea goat.
Right. Well, that makes perfect sense, man.
Was that an Aquaman?
I'm pretty sure it was Aquaman.
Okay. Oh,
yes.
it was Aquaman.
Yeah.
Okay, so Aquaman is a Capricorn. Got it. All right, moving on to question number 18. What is the aquatic sounding name of this pinkish orange shade, which was Pantone's 2019 color of the year? Is it fresh salmon, pink flamingo, orange ruffy, or living coral?
This is. I don't even know what to say with
Say-
this question.
come on now.
It's going to be a very vibrant summer.
I mean, but it is the color shown in this picture.
It is, yes.
Which
It
looks,
is,
I see 5 monitors from where I'm standing,
Yeah.
and it's
Every
not
shade is different.
it's not the
Every
same
shade is
color
different.
on
Yeah.
any of them. I just want to point that out.
That one looks brown over there.
Yeah, that one.
Right.
Yep,
Yeah.
looks fun. But in one of yours, it looks pink,
Yep.
and on other, oh wait, this is very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
So apologies to anyone who is way into color.
Or colorblind. I'm just thinking about our colorblind friends. They're like it's gray. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So what is the aquatic sounding name of this pinkish orange shade, which was Pantone's 2019 color of the year? Wow, I can't believe it. The majority got this one right. It is D, living coral.
Yep.
Living
so we have
coral.
We have a lot of fans of Pantone.
You know what's interesting? We think back like 2019. I was like, oh yeah, that's pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how happy the world was. It was like
They were
we
all
picked
about
living coral as the
let's
Pantone of the year.
go with basically
Yeah.
fish.
It was
as a
jet
color.
black, I think, was the Pantone color of the year for 2020.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Plague black. That's a good one. All right, moving on to question 19. Who is the Muppet shown here, the bass player for Dr. Teeth in the Electric Mayhem? Is it Zoot, Animal, Floyd, or Lou Zealand? I know this one.
Well, I know this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would know immediately which one it's not. Then I'd work backwards from there.
Okay. That's good. That's
That's
a
how my
smart-
math-
Oh,
that's
I
how-
see. Yeah, I can see that.
That's
now,
how
yeah.
my math would work.
Yeah. So for most, then there's clearly probably going to be. I'm going to guess like three possibilities then.
So you think one's going to be like 0, and then there's going to be like a couple of little ones, and then most people are going to know?
You'd hope so. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So again, is it Zoot, Animal, Floyd, or Lou Zealand?
yeah. And so I look at this list and I see New Zealand, and I immediately think, well, it's either the guy who played the horn, or the guy who threw fish. And then Zoot was the one who played the saxophone. Then so it comes down to Animal or Floyd. But Animal plays drums. We know that.
Yeah.
So it's Floyd.
Floyd,
So-
that's right.
Yep.
Floyd. About half the people got that. A lot of people thought it was Zoot. I think they probably did some of the same
probably. Yeah.
same
But,
thinking that you had.
But most people knew that New Zealand threw fish. So
Yep. Floyd was originally voiced by Jerry Nelson. I don't know who Jerry Nelson is, but apparently original voice of Floyd. All right, so we've flown through tonight's game.
We have.
So again, I would want to thank, before we go too far, I want to thank the breweries that helped us out tonight. So we have From the Barrel, Rockingham, Long Blue Cat, Two Share, and Great North for being part of the battle of the breweries. We're very pumped. We hope to do this again next month, which would be what's next month? June.
Oh, Jesus, June already.
I know.
Man.
Well,
Okay.
I wonder if we'll be able to do if the games happens on the solstice.
Oh,
That'd be pretty cool.
that's right. We can
We'll have a solstice
we
game.
have a solstice.
I don't
game.
think we get that lucky.
Nothing's gonna change. It's
No.
just gonna be on the solstice.
No, it'll just
So-
be brighter out. When
Yeah.
we do it again. Yeah. All right, so moving on to question 20, final question of the night. What breakfast company produces Lucky Charms cereal? Our options are Post, Kellogg's, Quaker Oats, or General Mills. Now, I have had more than my fair share of Lucky Charms in my day,
Uh-huh.
and I can't say that I've ever thought about who makes it.
Well, after like the 7th or 8th bowl of marshmallows, your eyes start to kind of blur,
True.
and so you can't actually read anymore.
So
And
so this is saying something. I don't actually like the new. I like the old school Lucky Charms. There are now too many marshmallows for my liking.
well, that sounds
My teeth.
wow.
By the end of a bowl of my teeth hurt.
Wow.
My teeth hurt by the end of a bowl
Well,
from the sugar.
I
But I do love the flavored milk at the end.
which is
Put peeps in those.
Put what?
Peeps. Add peeps in there.
I'm not. I will, Lisa. I refuse to add Peeps to my cereal. I'm afraid my doctor and my dentist will be very angry with me. So, what breakfast company produces Lucky Charms cereal? Our options were Post, Kellogg's, Quaker Oats, or General Mills. Shockingly, I am shocked, Mike. I am shocked that
Okay.
no one picked Quaker Oats.
no.
0 people picked
Zero
Quaker
people.
Oats,
Apparently, when you have a Quaker as your mascot,
and you have oats in your name.
like marshmallows and fun, and like doesn't immediately spring to mind.
Yep.
So
But I'm also blown away by how many people said General Mills.
yeah.
Like, is that just like, oh, it's the only cereal I know, or the people that actually know?
I think General Mills tends to like to have fun with their cereals because they have like a lot of
Okay.
sugar and stuff, and so because that's the correct answer.
That is the correct
So-
answer. But I would have gone with Kellogg's. I mean, again, having had probably hundreds of boxes of Lucky Charms in my day,
Sure.
I would have gotten it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have.
Yep. Advertising doesn't work.
Completely wrong.
everybody. Yep.
Yeah.
There's no cool facts about this.
Weren't you a marketing director for a while?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, yeah. But I'm saying, like I go buy Lucky Charms with no idea of who makes
No,
it.
no,
Yeah.
you don't need to. You just need to know that marshmallows are good. So
Marshmallowy delicious, right? That's the song. All right. So now that's it. That's it. Those are all
That's
the
it.
questions.
all the questions.
So all the scores have been tallied,
they have
and
very quickly.
I'm worried now
well,
that we're where we're at.
well, do we want to take a look at individuals?
Individuals,
Okay.
definitely individuals.
Here we go. All right, let's take a look. How do we do?
Wow.
Oh!
The effing team got taken out.
F that. Oh,
Taken
man.
out. Oh man,
Jeez,
they
oh,
were
peeps.
Jeez, oh peeps, and that was that. Wow, three Yankees and a carpetbagger finished in the top 5.
Do
Yeah.
we have email address?
We do have email addresses,
Yes.
probably.
Does that mean we have prizes?
We do have
We
We
now
do
have
have
prizes
prizes,
because we have
yeah.
email addresses. Yep. So we do have prizes tonight. Congrats to Jeff, Skip, and MK. We will be in contact with you shortly for some prizes. So congrats to all of you. Congrats to everyone else who played. MC Hammers, there you are. Mike Butka, Luca. I'm just naming names now.
I think so. Hey Lisa, if you want to blame somebody, the bar staff went from 10th
That's not us.
to 23rd. Oh, okay.
I don't know who's first.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody's bar staff really let them down.
Oh.
Okay. Just want to point that
Oh,
out.
that's got awkward really quick.
Really
So-
awkward.
All right, so let's
the-
take a look at teams.
Let's take a look at teams
All
because
right.
we've had an upset already.
Let's see how it goes.
From the barrel, hung on to the top spot with an average of 13.1 correct and a almost 100-point win for From the Barrel. So they are ripping the trophy out of Great North's like
Oh,
two-time winning hands.
Yeah.
Just right there.
Yeah. So
Yep. So we've got From the Barrel, first place. Congratulations to them for the win. Great North, number 2. Two Share with very strong showing in 3rd. Rockingham, apparently Vegas was not on top of their game this morning. So Vegas had it wrong. Rockingham in 4th, Long Blue Cat in 5th. But again, a very tight game. Super
yeah,
tight game. So-
very tight, very tight. And we're gonna go and throw the
we're
camera.
on camera?
We're gonna throw the camera now.
Everybody.
So now we're on the camera. Hey,
Okay, hey.
hey.
So again, thank you to From the Barrel, Great North, Two Share, Rockingham, and Long Blue Cat for being part of the Battle of the Breweries tonight. Thank you all to those of you who are in person at any of those breweries or playing from home.
Yep.
We had almost 60 teams playing tonight,
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool.
It was pretty fantastic. Well, 62 players, 5 teams, and so awesome.
Sorry,
awesome
sorry,
yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Typically it's anyways.
Other way
But
around.
but yeah, so awesome
Yeah.
turnout. Hopefully we'll see as many, if not more, next month.
Next month, next month, and again, we'll third Thursday of the month we'll look to do it again. I don't have the date in front of me, but third Thursday. Lisa says the 17th.
We think it's the 17th.
Seems right.
It's usually the 3rd Thursday of the month, unless something makes it not.
17th, you say? Yeah. All right. So
17th it is.
June 7th, not the solstice.
Not the solstice.
But close.
Close. It's
right.
basically like a horseshoes to the solstice.
That's right.
So,
So again, my name is Matt. That is Mike. We're Dolph Hoyt Presents. Thank you very much for playing tonight, and we hope to see you again soon.
take care.